Hi everyone, this is Meg Sharp, personal trainer, mother of two and human being, and I've stolen 20 minutes out of my day today to take us through some metabolic conditioning circuits. So what does that mean? Well, specifically, metabolic conditioning refers to a structured pattern of work to rest periods that are designed to train or strengthen a specific energy system. So these workouts can involve simple circuits using a step, jump rope, treadmill, or bike, but more often they consist of a circuit of full body exercises followed by specific periods of rest. So the idea is to push yourself as hard as you can for the work interval, which is then followed by an appropriate period of rest to ensure you can hit the same intensity for all subsequent intervals. So for example, if you're training for more power, your work to rest ratio might be set at 1:5. So 10 seconds of all out would be followed by 50 seconds of recovery. For training the anaerobic strength, the work to rest interval might be 1 to 2. So 30 seconds all out followed by 60 seconds of rest. To train the endurance system, which is what we're going to do today, we need a longer work interval and a shorter rest. So 4 to 1, for example, is a great one. I love that one. It hits just the right level of intensity and length for me. The great thing about training for endurance is it can fit into the workout plan of any of you who are trying to improve. You're running, you're cycling, or you love Group X and you just want to have more stamina. It's also just fantastic for increasing overall energy throughout the day. The challenge for me has always been that many of the high intensity full body exercises that are typically used in metabolic conditioning involve high impact movements, or they tend to be very front dominant. So push-ups, burpees, even squats, for example, can preferentially train the front of the body, leaving the back exposed and weaker. Also, these exercises typically avoid any one-legged work. One-legged work is a bit tougher to keep the heart rate up sometimes, but one-legged work is so important for balance and joint integrity. So I want to figure out how to incorporate some of those important exercises into these circuits. Any exercise can be used in a metabolic circuit as long as we keep the heart rate high enough that the intensity is maintained. So today I've got some great circuits for us to do. We're going to incorporate some really effective exercises, some one-legged balance work, some work for the back. Our work intervals today are going to run anywhere from 2 to 4 minutes, and then I will insert the appropriate recovery depending on what we need. All right, you ready to go? So you don't need anything today, but if you do have a band and if you do have some dumbbells, that would be great to keep the intensity high. Otherwise, you can do it with absolutely nothing. But if you want to press pause for a moment, grab a band, and then if you don't have weights but you would like to load stuff a little bit more, you could grab a big bottle of Mr. Clean, you could grab a pasta jar, some olive oil, fill up 2 water bottles of the same size and make them the same weight. All right, you ready to go? So I've got my timer with me. First thing we're going to do is a series of squats, followed by some pull aparts, and then plank jacks to get that heart rate back up. And then one-legged squats, pull downs off of the floor. We don't need any weight for that, and then plank jacks to finish. I think that's going to take us about 2.5 minutes, and so we'll take about 35 seconds rest before we get into the second circuit of new exercises. First thing is your squat. If you want to increase the intensity, we're going to make a goblet squat. On your marks, get set, and go. Here we go. So nice, steady, and strong. Squats down and up. We're going to do 15 of these. Or really, actually, I'm going to watch my timer. I'm terrible at counting, and that's the beautiful thing about having a timer, is we're going to do about 30 seconds of these, and then we'll go right into our pull aparts. So nice and steady, down and up. Deep breath in, fully extend the hips all the way up and through. Push the feet nice and big into the floor. I've got 3 seconds left to go. 3, 2, and 1. Down on your knees, tucking, flexing through the glutes. Let's pull apart into that back. 1, and exhale. 2, awesome. 3, I'm flexing that bum, pushing those hips up and forward, drawing the shoulders down and back. Nice deep breaths in. My heart rate's still pretty high. Good. But certainly, okay, this isn't as tough as a burpee. I get that, so we're going to drop to the floor and get in some plank jacks. I'll start with a simpler version and then go right into the ones with a jump. So down on all fours, here we go. So your totally low impact version is here, shoulders down and back, or I can also jump right here, nice, steady and strong. Lots of breaths in. Good, here we go. Let's do another 6 and 5, and then we're up on our feet into a one-legged squat. 4, 3, 2, and 1. One-legged squat. Start with your weaker leg if possible. All right, hip dominant move. We're gonna squat down and up. If this is too difficult for you, pop one toe on the ground. See how I'm doing that? Got my toe on the ground there to help me with balance. Hip dominant move. Down we go and up. Find a spot for balance. Lots of energy through the abs and the glutes. Full extension at the top. 3 left to go. We're going to do 10 on each side. 3 and 2 and 1. Same thing on the other side. Again, you can stabilize yourself a little bit here. Feel free to do a mix of it. If you can, if you're strong enough, fully balance on one leg. Hips initiate the movement. So it's more about hip flexion and extension and a little bit less about the knee. So we've got 4 left to go. 4, and then we're going into a modified lat pull down on the floor. And last one. Beautiful. Okay, legs can be straight or bent. I'm gonna bend mine just so I've got a little more space. Flexing through that bum, flex through the abs. Arms come up over your head. Again, flex through the glutes, flex through the abs. Lift the chest a little bit off the ground and pull down. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to keep the head on the ground. But if I am able to lift, I get into a little more intensity. Good. I don't want any heat going into the low back, so tuck that pelvis under. Keep those glutes nice and strong. You can have the feet down on the ground if that's better. We're going to do another 3, and then right into that plank jack to finish. 2, and last 1. Beautiful. Up on your back, hands under, and here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Low impactor. High. You know I'm working because it's still a little bit tough to talk. Here we go. Awesome. I'm just about to hit the 4-minute mark. And 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. 4 minutes. We have 1 minute recovery to go. So we can keep these tighter. We can make them shorter. For sure, you can pick exercises that make the intensity a little bit higher. But it's nice to get that back work and that single leg work into it. Okay, next circuit we're gonna try. We're gonna go into a reverse lunge. Then we're gonna do an angel fly, which is a bit of a one-legged deadlift. With that pull apart, we don't need any weights for that. We're gonna throw a running man in there. I then wanna do a double leg deadlift, really work on that hip hinge pattern, grabbing some weights if we can, flip over into a hip bridge, and then a running man again to finish. So we have 10 seconds left to go. First one is your reverse lunge. Nice and strong, stepping back left to right. We're gonna go with this one for 30 seconds before we go into your angel fly. On your marks, get set, here we go for 1. Awesome, so again, just 30 seconds here. Pushing right back, tucking that back leg under. I'm controlling the back leg, feeling a nice stretch through the quadricep, and ensuring that I'm not loading everything through the front leg, but sharing the weight distribution throughout both legs. I have 5 seconds left to go, and 4. Excellent, okay. So now we're gonna hip hinge forward on one leg. Those of you that are strong enough, you're gonna extend this back leg back in balance, and then we're flying back. My balance is not there today. So we're gonna do 5 on one leg. Again, it's here. And last one. Switch legs for 5. Here's your balance toe. 4, 3. This feels so good on the back. I do feel my heart rate coming down a little bit. And so get ready to come down into your running man. Here we go for 30 seconds. Nice, steady and strong. Keep the hips stable, shoulders down and back. Try not to eat your braid if you're me. Keeps flying into my mouth. All right, 15 seconds left to go. And then we're into a double leg deadlift. 5. Awesome. Deadlift is here. Hip dominant move all the way up. Lots of options for that for sure. Gang, it's going to be a little bit harder if you add those weights to it. Down and up. Fantastic. Extend all the way through. 5 seconds. Down on our back into a hip bridge. All the way down. Again, you do not need weights for this, but if you have them, it will make it a little bit harder. Shoulders down and back, and up we go. Driving those shoulders, getting right into those hips and glutes, and hopefully feeling a little bit through the back. Draw those shoulders down and back. If you don't have weights, the beauty is you can press those elbows into the floor, press the back of your head into the floor, and really activate through the muscles through that back. So we're going to do another 4, then we'll flip over face down and go into that running man one more time. 3, push the elbows down and back. 2, and 1. One more running man. Oh, terrific. And here we go. For 30 seconds, yeah, and that's going to finish us right at the 4-minute mark again. Tummy nice and tight. Shoulders down and back. Great. Here we go. Push. Amazing. Good, good, good. 5 seconds, team. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Okay, 1 minute recovery. Are you ready? We're going to try it again. So the trick, of course, with the endurance is they will start to get harder and harder as you go, but we're going to try and maintain that same level of intensity for those 4-minute intervals. We're doing 4 on the nose right now, for sure. So let's get right back into the first one. Remember, that was your squat, pull apart, jack, one-legged squat, modified lat pull down, and I'm going to give you a different option for that one today, and that plank jack again. All right, so going into our goblet squats, we've got 15 seconds left to go. Whew. All right, grab that weight if you want it. No need to use it if you don't have it, but it does make it a little tougher. On your marks, get set, and go. So again, we did 30 seconds of these. Steady and strong. That's it. Good. Shoulders down and back. Lots of energy through those abs. Push those feet into the carpet. Yeah, I'm wearing bare feet on purpose. 100%. Why not strengthen my feet while I'm doing this? It's a beautiful thing about not being in the gym, because I don't have to wear shoes or socks even, but of course you can wear socks. Okay, there's 30 seconds. Great. Down into our pull aparts. Perfect. So pulling apart here. If you do not have a band, you can come down and challenge the pull apart, very similar to how we did with the angel. This is a great way to do it if you don't have it. You can also get right down on the floor and come up. Very similar to our lat pull down move, but I am going to give you a modification for that today. So this is a great alternative to your pull apart. Let's do 2 more. And here we go into the plank jacks. I'm at about 1 minute 10 here. 30 seconds of plank jacks. Shoulders down and back. That's it. Nice and light through the knees. Tight through those abs, nice and even on both legs. 10 seconds left to go. And we're into our one-legged squat. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right up on one leg. All right. Again, starting for me with my left leg first. Steady and strong. Hips to start. Nice deep breath in. And exhale. 3, 4. I have to find something to focus on. Breathing really hard. This is a bit tougher for me too. All right, here we go. Slow down the breathing. Engage those abs. That helps a lot. All right, 4 more and we switch legs. 4. Remember, use your toe to balance if you need to. 3. Oh, you can do this one too. 2. And last one. Change sides. Hips to start. 1. And 2. Excellent. 3. 4. There we go. 5. And 6. 7. 8. Of course, the great thing about these two is you could do this right after a run, couldn't you? 9. And 10, just to get a little bit of that strength stuff in. Okay, so you can come down on the ground into your lat pull down. Okay, I was gonna give you another option, which is this T-towel or band. Pull apart right up here and pull down. Pull apart and pull down. Deep breath in, pull, as if you're pulling your body up towards the ceiling, as if this really is a bar. Draw the shoulders down and back. Let's do another 5 and finish with our jacks. 5 and 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Plank jacks to finish. Toss that out of the way. Here we go. 2, 3. I'm gonna go over a little bit this time. It was a little bit longer getting everything in. So we'll go 4 minutes and 15 seconds. A little bit longer for a recovery. By like a second. But I gotta get these plank jacks in. 30 seconds of the plank jacks are key. 5 seconds. Nicely done. All right, 1 minute recovery. You ready? You can do this one more time with me. This is starting to build up. I don't know about you, but it's starting to feel like the work's a little bit harder. So you can appreciate how I'm training my endurance system. But does this feel harder than a run in a different sort of way, or harder than a long bike, or harder than a steady state group X dance class? It should feel different, and maybe harder in some ways, maybe harder in a lot of ways. I'm not super strong with a roller coaster, so it definitely is an indication of something that I need to train. All right, gang, 15 seconds left to go. We are reverse lunge, angel fly, running man, deadlift, hip bridge. On your marks, get set, and go. Here we go. That's it, nice, steady, and strong. Awesome. This is such a good one. I think I just gave us 30 seconds the first pass. I'm gonna take a little longer so that we get the stimulation on both sides. This is such a fantastic exercise. Drawing those hips forward, flexing through your bum. So we're gonna do a full 45 seconds on this. And if I cheat anywhere, I'll take a little bit out of some of the flies and the hip bridge. I'm not gonna take anything away from the 30-second running man. All right, okay. Angel fly. Establish that nice strong hip hinge. And here we go for 1 and 2. Yeah, heart rate is starting to come down here. 3, but I'm flexing the bum, Flexing through the back of the shoulders, 4, and last 5. So important, this position. You should also feel your glute firing, like your ankle and foot is working to keep you stable. So while I can see the benefit of doing something higher intensity, the integrity of this movement and the fact that we are typically not strong in these planes is vital. Last one, running man, here we go. Whew, and off we go, 30 seconds. That's gonna take us right to the 3-minute mark. So we're gonna need to move through our deadlift and our hip bridge a little bit quicker. Yeah, 15 seconds. Oh, shoulders down and back. That's it, that's it. Awesome. 8 seconds to go. Heart rate coming up. These are good, these are good. Drive, 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 drive. Awesome. Deadlift. Grab weights if you have them. And go. And 1, 2. Nice and strong through the hips. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Awesome. 8, 2 more. 9, 10. Hip bridge. Down on your back. Drive those elbows in. 1 and 2. Tummy in nice and tight. 3 and 4. Nice and even, both right to left. 5, 6. Ready for your running man. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here we go. Last running man. 30 seconds. Go. Steady and strong. Shoulders down and back. That's it. Who picked my outfit this morning? It was me. I'm sorry. Hood was not a good idea. Long sleeves, maybe not either. All right. 10 seconds to go. Hang on, hang on. Woo. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. How are you feeling? That was kind of fun. That was good. Keep moving. Steady, steady, steady. Move around. Allow that heart rate to come down. We don't want all the blood down in our legs. Don't want you feeling lightheaded. So pace around a little bit. Feel free to hang on to something if you need to. Awesome. Get some water into you. So I hope you see that your options are endless. There's all kinds of different things that you can do to create those metabolic circuits. So again, depending on which energy system you're wanting, the more power, the more you want to train your ability to sprint and do high intensities, you're going to go more with shorter, harder work intervals and take a little bit longer on the rest. The whole idea is that you're able to maintain a really good intensity of effort so that by the end of the work interval, whether it's 10 seconds, 30 seconds, 60 seconds, or 4 minutes, you feel like you would really benefit from some rest and keeping the rest short enough that the intensity stays high, but long enough that the intensity doesn't start to come down. So I think if you reflect on it, the circuits that we just did, if you didn't need the rest, if you could have kept going, then you need to figure out how to make them a little bit harder. So maybe the jacks are a little bit longer, or you are adding weight, or you're not doing as many of the back workouts, or you're doing your one-legged work at a different time when you're training. It's just that I know everyone's busy, and so definitely want to be careful that we don't throw so much in that we get this garbled mess of nothing. I was able to keep the intensity high enough that I needed that minute of rest. I could definitely feel by the 4th set that I was struggling to kind of keep those planks and running men going. So it definitely felt like a challenge, a really good stimulation for me. Feel free to play with it a little bit. Lots of options, but have some fun with it. It is fun. I find the time goes by really fast. I'm so grateful that you took the time to have this workout with me. That was really great. From my home to yours. Be well.